discussing this earlier, Andy, that all those distances will change except for the all teams. Because they're bigger, because they're faster, they're hoping to outrun that storm and complete their 7,500 nautical mile course to Martinique.
This is the time gun.
So 4 minutes from the start, and what we're looking at, I think let's run through the runners and riders here in this class. We've got 5 boats competing again this year, and they really are the giants of the sea. The stats say 32 meters long, 23 meters wide, but honestly, until
race in for the all-team class by a matter of just 3 minutes, I think it was. And so there's great excitement in France that the monopoly of Maxi Bike Populaire may be at an end. That's the suspicion, but it's really
the line first. It's about getting across the line safely and not too early, because there's a penalty if you do.
That's right, there's a 5-hour penalty if you're over the start line early. Now that 5-hour penalty requires you to sail through an imaginary gate, as it were. First big offshore race on actual, or ocean race on actual, for Anthony Marchand and Thierry Chabonnier. And the other key thing for the all teams is that they're racing a solo round-the-world race starting on the 7th of January.
The Transat Jacques Vabre 2023 is underway. The all teams in the last edition of the race in 2021.
And this is going to be Francois' last race on board. He's handing over the reins, as it were, to young Tom Laperche, who's very much in Francois' image. He's a young sailor who won the Solitaire de Figaro a couple of years back, and he was brought onto the team. He's a super talented sailor, great engineer and technician, very, very driven, and he will be racing the solo round-the-world race starting, as I say, at the end of the first week in January, and Gabar will be on shore.
The boat almost 3 years old now.
That's right, but of course they had a significant problem after the boat was built, because it was deemed not to be in the all-team class, and it was really only just... And the other new boat is Primonial, which is sailed by Sébastien Rogue and Jean-Baptiste Gelé. And again, both these new boats have not done a big ocean race, and increasingly the new boats are slightly more orientated towards inshore racing.
Solidaire en peloton here with Thibaut Vauchel-Camus and Kenton Balminic on board, following the same coastal route that we've just seen the all teams complete. And the footage from on board the boats, when that is beamed back to us, is going to be absolutely stunning. So both skippers, the skipper and the co-skipper, will be involved at this stage of the race. Shoppers, the Ocean 50, you were talking about the Pro Sailing Tour, which is what they normally compete in. It's mostly about close contact racing, a lot of careful starts, tactics, but the TJV is normally long-term strategy, preserving the boat, getting it across the Atlantic. But in a way, they're doing a shorter race first, aren't they, to Lorient? So it'll be interesting to see how their mindset has changed, and if we're going to see them push it harder.
Indeed. I think that most of them are just hoping to get in, arrive into Martinique round about the same time window to maximise the spectacle for the finish. So there's Lamotte. Now this is Luke Berry, who is in fact English-born. He's dual nationality, ex-Class 40 racer. Took on this boat this year. He's a naval architect. For sure, I think these teams are duos happy that they're only going to Lorient.